beautiful without makeup. You look fine the way you are.
No. Ain't nobody got time for that.
In an ideal world, we would all look and feel good without a scrap of makeup, but
that's not the reality.
This is the reality. There was a time in my life that I never left the house without wearing a full beat glam. The truth was, I felt ugly without makeup. I felt like my nose was too fat, my eyebrows were too sparse, my lips were too thin, I had horrible skin texture and acne, and I just didn't feel confident. Does that sound familiar? First up, hi, if you're new here, my name is Twee. I have been a content creator for over 7 years. Some will call me an OG. On this channel, I show you how to level up your makeup and your skincare routine. So if you love all things beauty, then hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the video. Woo, girl, I look like a mess. Okay, we've got 5 points to go through in this video. Buckle up, grab a notepad, and let's get into it. Alright, the first step that you have to do whenever you want to feel good and confident about yourself is you need to look at your personal hygiene. I know we be slacking on this department at times, okay? Sometimes you're a little bit okay, we need to address that problem first, because you're not gonna be able to feel confident if you got armpits that's gonna take someone out when you lift up your hands, alright?
It smelled like a toilet full of nasty ass shit, okay?
I've been there, I've done that. I am not one of those Asian girls that is blessed with not having no BO, okay? I got BO, okay? I need to do my everything shower, and this shower, when I tell you, we go in on this shower, okay? I'm talking about shaving, exfoliating. If you got some dark armpits, you need to spend a little bit more time, exfoliate it, use a bit of glycolic acid under there, okay? I used to have really dark armpits, but now they are so much more like even, you know? Let me know if I should film a whole under armpit skincare routine. She's got a whole 5-step situation happening under there. I have invested into getting laser hair removal, but before that I had to make sure that I'm on it with my shaving. I feel like when you have unwanted hair, even if no one's gonna see it, even if you've been like single for a couple of years now, okay, if you got just hair lingering everywhere, you're just not gonna feel your most confident, you know? You wanna be able to go in any situation, you wanna be able to put on a skirt, depending on what you feel like that day, and not be like, oh, I got some ashy, dry knees, you know? So, do my everything shower involves double shampooing my hair, using a scalp scrub, doing a deep conditioning mask on my hair, shaving, and that includes my fanny flaps, booty hole, legs, even my toes, around my nipples, okay? They got a few hair sprouting out there from time to time. I'm talking about shaving everything. I always want to walk out of my everything shower feeling like a dolphin. My skin be glowing. I just want to know that in any situation, I am prepared. You know what I'm saying, ladies? After the shower, I go straight into my dental routine, okay? This is something that not a lot of people talk about. I hate to say it, guys, but I never used to floss. Only until I got my veneers and I realised after getting root canal after root canal that, bitch, you need to floss your teeth. And a little word of warning, if you are flossing your teeth and your gums are bleeding, girl, that is the first signs of gum disease, okay? So we need to get into that habit of flossing our teeth. If you still got the chicken in there from last night, get your dental floss out, okay? You're just gonna feel so much more confident knowing that your breath is fresh. I always go in with tongue scraping. I go in with mouthwash. All of these little things that you are doing is gonna make you feel so much more confident. While you got your toothbrush, a little tip that I like to do is I like to go in with my toothbrush and brush my lips. You see all of this dry, flaky skin? You don't need no expensive lip scrub. You can literally just use a toothbrush or wet flannel, but making sure that you exfoliate your lips is gonna make so much difference, because no one wants dry, flaky lips. If someone is talking to me and their lips look dry and parched, I just can't stop staring at anything else except for that dry, flaky skin. I just want to use a tweezer and just offer them, you know what I mean? So whenever I'm doing my everything shower, I'm doing everything in my power to make sure my breath is fresh, my underarms are fresh, the coochie is fresh. We just want to make sure that the basic core level of personal hygiene is covered. Okay, step number 2 is we're going to address the hair situation. I feel like on the days that I'm not wearing makeup, but I have my hair done, I just feel so much more put together. This is what my hair normally looks like 90% of the time. She is greasy. I haven't washed her for a few days, and whenever my hair is like this, even if I do like a full beat of makeup, I still don't even feel like my best, you know, when you know your hair is harboring all these sorts of oils and grease. So if you're lazy like me, the hack that I like to do is overnight heatless curls. Let me just take out this bun situation. Oh god, this hair is not cute. She is not looking fresh, looking greasy. So step one is dry shampoo. This is my favorite dry shampoo. I really like this one because it makes your hair smell really nice. If you have flat, limp hair, if you are the type of person that washes your hair and the next day it gets greasy, a little trick that I like to do is even when I come out the shower and I blow dry my hair, I put dry shampoo on it the first day. Whenever my hair is freshly washed, I feel like it gets greasy really quickly. So if I pre-use a dry shampoo before it gets greasy, I find that I can go a little bit longer throughout the week without having to wash my hair. There are so many different ways that you can do heatless curls. This type of heatless curl is probably my favorite at the moment. I feel like you're able to get really nice even curls of it. You can literally just get this on Amazon. I find that this works the best when you have freshly washed your hair and you've blow dried it, so it's almost a little bit damp. And then I just put this at the top of my head and then just use a clip just to clip it in place.
Ooh, sexy.
Okay, so this might be a trial and error type of situation, but once you nail it down, you're never gonna go back. I cannot remember the last time I actually curled my hair with a curling iron. So I like to grab maybe like an inch long section and I go all the way to the back, like all like this. I've got about this much of hair. You wanna keep this rod as close to the front of your head as possible and wrap this around and put this on underneath. See that? It's so easy. And then you just grab the same hair, adding it to that clump of hair and then dragging this around like that. And you just keep going through and adding more and more hair. What you want to do is keep this rod as close as you can to your hair. If you start curling away from your hair like this, by the time you let go, you can see it's a bit loose. So what you want to do is you want to put this as close as you can to your head and then curl your hair on top, and that keeps this really nice and tight so that it doesn't fall out while you sleep. It's gonna be trial and error. You're gonna do this a couple times. You might even lose it in the middle of the night, but the more you do this, and just remember to keep this rod as tight to your head as possible, that is how you're gonna nail down your heatless curls. The main thing you have to remember is to not curl this rod away from your hair like this. You see all this looseness? That's what you don't want. Go up, drag it back. Keep this rod tight. Then once you get all of your hair in there, I always like to push my hair up and then you literally just go round and round. It's literally like so easy at this point. Then I like to leave about 2 inches of hair at the bottom so that my hair is not like really ringlety when I take it out. And then you want to grab a little hair scrunchie like this. Try to avoid using a normal hairband because sometimes that leaves kinks in your hair. You want to use these kind of like silk hairbands. I feel like they just make the ends look a little bit nicer. It doesn't look like you have a massive dent. They do say that the uglier you go to bed, the prettier you wake up. I'm gonna go quickly do the other side. Okay, so now that I look like Goldilocks, you wanna leave this on your hair for a minimum of about 2 to 3 hours. Ideally overnight, I feel like you get the best results, but I'm gonna take this off at the end of the video and you can see like the live results, you know? We're gonna move on to our eyebrows next. Now, eyebrows is probably one of the most important things on your face. Even if you're not wearing any makeup, but you have your eyebrows done, there is just some level of being that bitch. You just feel like, I am coming from a unique situation because when I was 16, I actually tattooed my brows. Probably one of the biggest mistakes that I've ever made, but way ho, okay? I was a young, insecure girl at the time. I plucked away all my eyebrows, and in the Asian community, it's very, very common to go and get your brows tattooed and your eyeliner tattooed and your lip tattooed. So we're just gonna have to work with what we got. But the thing that I really noticed that makes the most amount of difference with my brows is brow lamination. So this is a eyelash perm kit. Eyelash perm, brow perm, you call it whatever, it's basically the same thing. I got this kit on Amazon, but I don't think it's available anymore. So when I run out of this, I do not know what I'm gonna do. But there's so many kits out there. If you literally just type in eyebrow perming kit on Amazon, inside all of the kits, you find the same thing. You're always gonna have this pinky kind of solution, and then you'll have a blue solution, and maybe some other bits like a lash conditioner things. But really all you want is just this pink solution and this blue solution. So we're gonna be laminating our eyebrows. Do this with caution, okay? If you don't feel comfortable doing this, go to a professional. But I've been to professionals before and I'm like, I could just do this myself at home. So I'm gonna teach you guys my ways, but do this with caution. Okay, so my eyebrows, you can see naturally they grow straight downwards. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the glue that comes in the kit. If you don't have a glue, you can literally just use lash glue. It could be any glue, but we need to be able to basically put this glue, rub it back and forth into your brows, especially go behind your brows because that's how you're gonna get your brows to stick And then you want to grab an eyelash comb or anything that kind of slicks your eyebrows straight down. This step is very important that you get every single small bit of hair, because the direction that you stick this is the direction that is going to be laminated. So I always spend a little bit more time. Okay, so this is what you want your brows to look like. When you look from the side, you want to make sure that there's no little pesky hairs pinging out. Okay, so the brows are on, they are lifted up, defying gravity. So now we're gonna go in and grab the first solution. I am warning you, this solution stinks like ass. She smells like rotten eggs, okay? If you've ever had your hair perms before, it's that stanky solution. Gonna grab a little cotton bud, swirl it in there. I'm just gonna cover all of my hairs with this solution. Just be careful that you don't move around the brow hairs. You wanna apply this quite lightly and just make sure every single brow is covered with the solution. Okay, now we have the solution on both brows. Brows look crazy, I have pink eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with some cling film, or if you're in America, saran wrap. Then I'm just gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. And then you just let this sit and marinate and do its thing. And I'll come back in 10 minutes. The 10-minute alarm has gone off and now, voila. Very anticlimactic, I know. So now what we do is I'm just gonna take off the excess of this, and then I'm gonna grab the same cotton bud but use the other side, and then I'm just gonna go in with solution number 2. This is the blue one. I think this kind of like neutralizes the hair. I don't know exactly what each does, but I just know it's step 1 and step 2. Make me blind. I'm gonna use my same crusty dusty cling film. I'm gonna flip it on the other side, and that is gonna go on. And then we're just gonna repeat that timer for another 10 minutes. Oh, my jam, she's back on again. We are complete. Ow, I'll wax my forehead. We're basically done for the brows. I'm gonna go quickly rinse this off and show you guys the final result. Okay, I'm back. I just used water to rinse off the brows, and you can see straight away they're looking so much better. I feel like they make my eyebrows look so much more fluffier. It makes my brows look fuller. If I knew this trick when I was 16 years old, okay, I wouldn't have had to have my brows tattooed. I wish I could go back in time. But you guys learn from my mistakes. Now you can see you can just brush them any old way and they just stay put. So that is the magic of laminating your brow. Okay, the next step is we're gonna move on to eyelashes. Now, if you're like me and you have about 2 eyelashes, this trick has literally changed my life, especially when I don't have time to get ready in the morning. I don't want to put on mascara every day. I always go in and I perm my eyelashes. That lasts for a good 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, this is the step where you're gonna be a little bit more careful. We're moving on closer to the eye, okay? So there's more chance for things to go wrong, okay? I do not want you to be commenting down a week later saying,
Tweet, I'm now blind.
because you followed this makeup tutorial, okay? Follow with caution. It's basically like the same situation that we're gonna do. Inside of the kit, you're gonna have these little molds. They have different sizes. There's small, medium, and large. I am Asian, so I am gonna use size small. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the lash glue and I'm gonna put this on my eyelid directly. I know it's gonna feel very, very weird. You gotta trust the process, okay? I believe in you. And then you wanna grab the mold that fits best to your eye shape. So I'm gonna use the size small, and you wanna get this as close as you can to your lash line. Just like that. Okay, now that this is on, I'm gonna go in with my lash glue again, and then we're just gonna paint the glue directly on top of this mold. Make sure you cover this completely with glue because you wanna make sure that your lashes are able to stick on this. You don't want no dry bits, okay? Okay, then you wanna grab that crusty, dusty comb again, okay? This comb, she's been with for years, okay? She's looking rusty and dusty, but I just keep it just in my lamination kit. Now what you wanna do is you just wanna push the lashes directly upwards. Similar to your eyebrows, the direction of the hair that you stick is gonna be the direction that it laminates in, okay? So make sure you take your time, grab every single small, tiny little lash and stick it directly upwards so that it has a lift. You wanna make sure that the lash, you don't want them to be like crisscrossing, you don't want them to be overlapping, because when you perm them, they are gonna stay in that position, okay? So whatever position you want them to stay in, that is the position you need to push the lashes, okay? So this is the bit where you really wanna take your time. Bitch, do you see these lashes? I've been using this new lash serum and my lashes look so much fuller and the follicles actually look thicker. It's this lash serum. I got it from Yes Style. This is called their Lash Jelly Drop from this brand called Majolica. But look at the wand. I literally use it every single night. And bitch, look at these lashes. Okay, so now we're just gonna repeat the same steps as the eyebrows. So we're gonna go in with that first stinky serum. And then we're gonna apply this as close to the lash line as possible without blinding ourselves. Okay, that is the main goal here. Get it as close as you can to the root because that's what's gonna make the lashes like stay up. So now I'm gonna grab my same old dusty cling film. I should probably go get a new one, but I'm too lazy to go downstairs. So maybe go grab yourself a new cling film, okay? And then we're just gonna set another timer for 10 minutes. Okay guys, we are back. My lashes look amazing. I'm grateful, okay? 2 years ago, I literally had about 2 lashes. So the fact that my lashes are long, curled, it's just gonna make my makeup application so much easier because I can be one of those girls that just wears mascara and runs out the door. Okay, now let's move on to the skin, my favorite part. This portion is where I really go in because I only do this when I feel like my skin just looks crap. You know, when your skin looks dull, she's flaky, she just hasn't got that that brightness, that glow. So we're gonna be doing exfoliation, and there's a couple of different products you can use for this. I like to use a chemical exfoliant. I feel like you're able to really brighten your skin and to wake up with really glowy skin. These are the Dr. Dennis Daily Peel Pads. He has the orange one, which they say you can use daily, but girl, I would never use this daily. Like, you're just asking for a fucked up skin barrier if you're using this daily, okay? He also has this red one, which is his extra strength. I only do this when my skin looks extra rough. So I'm gonna go in with the Dr. Dennis Daily Peel Pads. If you have really gentle skin and you want to still exfoliate, Mediheal has these white toning pads. These have enzymes in there, which basically eats away all your dead skin cells. It's very gentle. It leaves your skin feeling very, very glowy. So I do love these as well. I'm gonna use these peel pads from Dr. Dennis Gross. I feel like whenever I use them, my skin just looks so glowy. The trick is just not to overuse them. So I'm gonna go in with step number 1 first. So what you want to do is just sweep this all over the skin. I really focus this around my nose. I have so many blackheads, and when you have oily skin, it is one of the most annoying things because you just always have these little bumps and like skin texture. The other day I was putting on makeup and my nose was just full of blackheads, and you can see all the little bumps. So I'm really gonna pay extra attention on my nose and really buff away any dead skin cells. This is gonna help brighten your skin. It's gonna help your makeup go on so much better. I have filmed a whole video talking about how to prep your skin for makeup. So if you guys haven't seen that video yet, go check it out because I talk all about exfoliation. This is basically like a at-home chemical peel. You can see instantly my skin just looks so much glowier. I also like to blend this down to my neck, use the excess on the back of my hands. If you have back acne or if you have dark underarm, use it all on this area. And I'm gonna leave this on for about 2 minutes before we go in with step number 2. My skin kind of feels tingly, which is super normal. But look how dirty that rag is. Oh, that is not cute, girl. Okay, now we're gonna go in with step number 2, and this is basically a neutralizer. So this is gonna stop your skin from further exfoliating. You literally just do the exact same thing, just rubbing over any areas where you feel extra crusty,
musty, dusty.
I've been feeling like that recently. I would always recommend to do exfoliation at night time just before you go into bed because you don't want to go out into the sun. Okay, my skin literally just looks and feels so much glowier. It's amazing. Okay, now whenever I want my skin to look amazing and I don't want to put any makeup on, I always go for glowy skincare. So this is the Mixsoon Bean Essence. It is amazing if you like a glow. I cannot explain this in any other way, but it just makes your skin look incredible. They say it's kind of like the vegan version of snail mucin. It does kind of like have this sticky, weird formula. Honestly, when you rub it in, it just kind of feels like a thicker essence. But every single time I apply this, my skin just looks so glowy. Like, just look at that sheen. It's so hydrating. It leaves your skin looking like glass. I feel like the main thing when you're not wearing makeup is that you just want your skin to glow. And then what I like to do is go in with my Gua Sha. I've done like a whole tutorial on my TikTok about Gua Sha. If you guys don't know what Gua Sha is, it basically helps stimulate blood to the surface and it helps get rid of any puffiness. It helps sculpt your face. I have noticed such a big difference since Gua Shaing my face. I feel like it's given me a brand new jawline. I used to really depend on jawline filler, but I've had all my filler taken out of my jaw now, and now I just literally use a Gua Sha. This one is my favorite. It's from a brand called Face Gym, but you can literally use any Gua Sha, and you want to go up, always up, guys. There's a lymph node here and a lymph node right here, so you want to push into your lymph nodes to help drain away any toxins from your face. Anytime I feel puffy, and it's totally normal if your face looks red, you kind of want that because it's kind of bringing blood to the surface, and that's how you stay young, ladies and gentlemen. You always want to be stimulating your skin. Remember, your skin is an organ, guys. So I just literally go back and forth. Anytime I have like frown lines, I use my Gua Sha, and like, I don't know if you can see, but instantly, can you see now I've got like a shadow here now? Like this side just looks so round and this side just looks so much more like, if you do this correctly, you will literally see one side of your face just looks so much more lifted. It's amazing. Like, you can see my cheekbone. Like, guys, look at the difference. You can literally see a line right there. People have been using Gua Sha for years. I also get a really puffy nose, so I also Gua Sha my nose. I really notice a difference, especially when I do this the night before. My nose in the morning, when I wash my face, I can feel that this bit just looks so much slimmer and more defined. Okay, this next product is a cheat, but not really a cheat, but it's the Kahi Balm. This stick has gone viral on social media so many times. When I was in Korea, I was trying to hunt down. This stick is basically like glass skin, but in a stick. Like, can you just see that glow? This is with the bean essence by itself, and then this is the Kahi Balm. Okay, when I tell you viral, they've sold 18 million of these sticks. This bitch went viral in Korea. Like, so many K-pop stars use this. It's been seen on so many K-pop dramas, and I use this every morning when I go to the gym because I want my skin to look glowy now. I don't want to look like
I hide at the gym.
and I literally just blend this wherever I get any dryness. I mainly put it on my cheeks, I put it on my lips, a little bit on my chin, anywhere that you want the skin just to look glowy. I've tried so many dupes that's similar to this, but it makes my face look greasy. Like, now when I touch my skin, it actually feels moisturized. It doesn't feel like sticky or greasy. I don't know what they do with this formula, but it is amazing. Every single time I use it, I get so many compliments on my skin. It just looks like I just drank 20 gallons of water. So freaking good. If you haven't tried the multi-balm stick from Kahi yet, add it to your cart immediately. Okay, so now let's take out our heatless curl. This is the moment of truth.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at her, guys. So pretty. Every time I do heatless curls, I'm like, how is this a thing? I literally spent like not even 5 minutes putting these in, and then you wake up with the most glorious hair ever. Now I like to just fluff it all out, flip my hair upside down, shake it all around. I feel like you can do no makeup, but as long as your hair is done, you still look really put together. But when you have makeup and your hair looking crusty, it doesn't work. This is what my hair is looking like. This hair would actually look even better if I slept with it overnight. It's only been in my hair for about an hour and a half. I'm still happy with this. Okay, she was looking like a ragdoll before. Taking the time out to make yourself look ugly so that you're able to wake up pretty, that is the goal, guys. No one is gonna feel not confident when you have your lashes tinted, your brows are done, your hair is looking flat. Okay, you're just gonna feel so much more confident about yourself, and you're gonna carry yourself in a certain demeanor, you know? You're gonna feel demure. You're gonna be that cutesy girl. I've been trying to master my 10-minute everyday glam, and I show you guys that in this video using only 6 products, so make sure you go check that out. If you guys want to level up your beauty routine, then please consider subscribing, okay? Because we're on our way to 500k. If you want your skin to glow like this, then subscribe. It's $3.99. So in this video, oh my god, this hair looks crusty, okay? That does not look any better. Oh, I got chicken in my teeth still. Save that for later.